Alright, so finally we want to talk to you guys about Sherpashare. Sherpashare is basically your personal income analytics dashboard. What it does is basically helps you integrate your rideshare customer, like if you're an Uber, Lyft, Sidecar, or any other company. You can integrate your income there, check your expenses, track your tax, what you're going to be taxed for, and also have a clear understanding of what is your best day to work, what were your prime days that you made the most money based on the hours you work. It also gives you a comparison versus other drivers in the city, how much they're working, what days they're working, what hours have been best for them. And not only that, but you could also track it if you're a person that does dual things. For example, if you're like doing Uber and Lyft at the same time, you could also track what are your best days to work for Lyft and Uber and the time, so you can compare it. For example, let's say you had better days on Tuesday and Thursday for Lyft instead of Uber, then you know next week you will work more with Lyft or vice versa. Basically, it helps you track all your info. It helps you check how much you are going to be taxed for. It's going to help you track your mileage and all that. I'm going to take you over to the website to show you how it works, how I've set it, how my personal account is, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. Hopefully you guys like this. It's a great tool. I recommend everybody to do it. If you guys do end up liking this video, you guys feel awesome, hit like right on the like button right there below, and check it out and let me know if you have any questions. Alright? Sherpashare is basically one platform where you can put all your work and input all your earnings, expenses, taxes, working opportunities, and more. It'll basically calculate the taxes based on your income you have made, and also as far as tracking mileage and any other things, it'll do it based on the current IRS tax deduction write-offs that you can make and possibly do. Now, Sherpashare is a website where it just helps you make your life easier. So for example, in my case, I'm an Uber driver, so I can integrate my Uber account with the Sherpashare account. In this example, I'm only going to use Uber. Now, Sherpashare is not just for Uber. You can do Uber, Lyft, Postmates Vlog, all these other companies that really do help out a lot. It's been very popular with Uber and Lyft and Sidecar. So with Uber and Lyft, for example, a lot of people here use Uber and Lyft, or both. They do both come in at the same time. You can actually track how much you make for Uber and Lyft and do a comparison on which one you made more money on certain days with than the other, or just see which one is more beneficial for you. Not only that, it'll show you trends of other people in your city and what they're using it and what days they're working, and then you could base your decisions and strategically make your decisions on when you're going to work, how much you're going to work, just to maximize your total income for that day or for that week or for that month, however you want to track it and however you want to do it, whether you're doing it full time or you're just doing it as a part-time gig. It's a really great way to just integrate it with your system, so you don't have to keep adding all that other stuff. So for example, this is the website, so you can see this all for yourself. So example, it says manage all your earnings in one place. Already work for Uber, Lyft, Sidecar, Postmates. Integrate them with Sherpashare in seconds. Working on the other demand, we can help you do that too. Track your earnings, statement integration, expense tracking, federal tax, state taxes. Get insights, working patterns, city trends, time optimizations. Explore working options, local experts, and community. So it's a really good website. It'll really help you out with your income and tracking everything as far as analytical views of it. And just to show you guys how Sherpa works, I'm going to use my example right now. And in my example, I only did the month of July. So, I'm going to go back to 2014. Since I only inputted the month of July, it will only show you the month of July. And this is just so I show you, this is my real income. This is what I did actually. So here it is, once again, the total earnings I did for the month of July was $1,851 with 69 cents. The taxes on the total income right there that I would have to pay quarterly would be $450 with 77 cents based on just that month. So if I had 3 months, that would be more, of course. Now, after they tax me, my real income, according to this, based on the calculation, based on what it's calculated, it would have been $1,231 with 79 cents. There is an upside to it. Yes, there's a fuel that I've done and added as an expense, which is not on there. The fuel right here is calculated based on the city and all that good stuff. Now, the only way you can compensate for this tax part right here is your mileage. So make sure you input your mileage. If you really want to see how much you're using versus like what you're making hourly, just make sure you enter the hours that you worked. I didn't enter that. I just entered the mileage because I know how many hours I've worked. But just to show you how I did it is on we're gonna go to the month of July, which is right there. So, once again, it shows you your total income, your earnings, which is $1,868. It's not showing the $50 because one of them was for the month of June, one day, I believe. And then, this will give you the whole breakdown. So, estimated fuel was 163, which is not. I entered 240 because I know it's not that. So, put 240. The taxes is 439.49, which is what I showed you guys up top. And this is what I can do as a tax write-off based on the mileage I've done, because each mileage, I believe right now it's 54 to 55 cents per mile. It could be even 56, but I'm gonna save between 54 and 56 cents per mile, which is gonna be 468.90, which is pretty cool. So you can actually use this to offset the actual tax that you're gonna pay. So for the most part, you're gonna end up taking what you actually earned. Obviously, the car is taking the wear and tear. You could add extra expenses from car washes to other things. So whenever you like to add data to any of these things, I suggest going to week. Well, actually, you have to do it in week view. So we're gonna go to add data real quick, just to show you guys how it's done. Okay, we're gonna go to week view. Only in week view can you edit your expenses. So I'm gonna do that. So once you're in week view, go to the week you wanna do your expenses for. Now, once you switch to edit mode, this is where the part where once you click it, you'll be able to enter the miles you've done. I suggest doing this at the end of the day, whenever you're done doing anything, whether it's Uber, Lyft, Sidecar, or any other company that Sherpashare supports. So, for example, me, I did 30 miles, and this try to be as as exact as you can, just to make sure you get the right tax write-off at the end. And that's practically it, and then as far as your expenses, I only added, for each week, so I added the week of, so Friday, July 4th, I added $60 because I only spend about 60 bucks per week. 60 bucks, 60 bucks, 60 bucks. So 240, that's about average. That's what I'm calculating I've used for Uber with my Dodge Charger. So I think that's not that bad, really. And I kind of live close to downtown LA, so it doesn't really hurt me as much. But, you have options from adding gas to meals and drinks, phone, internet, parking toll, car washes, car maintenance, supplies. You can literally add all this up and do it as a tax write-off. So it'll calculate it. It'll calculate what you can do as a tax write-off. At expense, it'll come up here. Just select the week you want to do it for, and that's pretty much it. So it's really useful, on your phone. Since you use your phone for part of it, you can use that as a deduction as well. Just make sure you enter it in there. So it's a really cool tool. I recommend you guys do that. The way you get all this information as far as your income in here, so Sherpashare can track it and actually do the whole calculations of it. You want to go to configure, for example, with Uber. I have to add the email, so that you have to use the email that you use for Uber, okay? So in my case, I use my email. Once you add it on this section right here, it'll enter it right here. Once it's entered, next time you go to Uber, just make sure you forward your CSV files, which is basically a detailed tracking of your miles, trips, and everything you have done. Once you forward your CSV file, just forward those to report@sherpashare.com, and then they'll do the rest. You don't have to worry about anything at all. Just to show you how to do it on Uber. You go to Uber, you sign in, this is your driver sign on. For myself, I clicked on invoices. So click on invoices, then go down to the month that you want forwarded. So for example, I only forwarded the 4 paychecks of July. All you have to do is click on CSV file. As soon as you click it, Uber automatically sends you the email to the email you use for Uber. And once you get that email, just forward it to report@sherpashare.com, and they handle the rest. Alright, so as you guys saw, it's one of the best tools ever out there. Check it out, use it for yourself. Tell me what you guys think about it. If you guys really like this video, if it was helpful in any way as far as tracking your income, your expenses, and all that, please be sure to hit that like button, share this, links in the description. Sign up to be an Uber driver or Lyft driver, or just to create your Sherpa profile. Guys are on the links below. It's totally free. Sign up. If you guys do sign up through Uber or Lyft, you'll get a sign-on bonus for signing up through my link. Make sure you sign up through that link. If you guys have any questions for this below, let me know in the comments below or Twitter. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Peace.